I'd like to share a thing I guess I'm calling it's a motivator that I call my Gamify success. But let me tell you a little background. I started practicing the piano last January. Now, on occasion over the years, I played some video games, sometimes spending a lot of hours on them. I enjoyed playing them, but once I completed a game or if I spent several hours during a particular day, I felt a bit empty. I had nothing to show for all that invested time. Now, with the piano keyboard, I don't have that bad feeling at all. In fact, it's the opposite. I feel accomplished, I feel energized. But there's something else I've noticed here these last couple months. I noticed I was watching a lot of piano videos. Should be doing that, right? Well, some I had no need to watch at my level. So I wondered here a couple weeks ago, how much actual time practicing am I doing? You know, hands on the keyboard practicing. Well, a couple weeks ago, I decided to keep track of my time in a spreadsheet. Hands on the keyboard practice. Watching piano videos did not count. This time you're seeing up here is all hands on the keyboard. Well, anyway, I was surprised to find that this spreadsheet turned out to be a very good motivator, and in a similar manner as doing quests in the video games I played. So, again, let me show you this. This is hands-on practice. And what I do, when I'm ready to put my hands on the keyboard, I'd start this timer. Let me show you my timer. Here's my timer. I'd start it and it would go right off the bat and all that good stuff. So I'd start and play on the keyboard itself. Again, video games or anything else to do with the piano didn't count. So let me show you how this is a motivator for me. If I practice under 30 minutes, for instance, today I've just done my warm-up song. It's morning. I just had breakfast. I've only played my warm-up song. So I only have 4 minutes in estimated time. So if you notice here that there's a broken border around the total time for today. Here's the total time. All this adds up to the total time. So when I do under 30 minutes, the border is broken. A big motivator is to get that unbroken. You can see here, I did 30 minutes. Here I did 40 minutes. Here I did 36 minutes just to make sure I broke that border. Because I found myself, if say I had 26 minutes, hey, I know it's late, but let me get 4 more minutes in and unbreak that broken cell. As you see, it's worked every day since I started this. Now, if I practice over over 30 minutes, it becomes normal, as you see. If I practice over an hour, the number total becomes underlined in blue, like right here. Again, and if I practice over an hour and a half, the background also gets a light reddish color. Look at these, 132, 132, 131, 138. I was under an hour and a half, but I said, "Oh, if I just do 5 or 10 minutes more here, even though it's late, I'll get the new color border." So that's the motivator in here. But generally, I want to get, my goal is an hour. But some days you just can't do that. For instance, this day I got 30 minutes. I remember I had to really work to get that 30 minutes late in the evening, but I did it. Well, I put up a ceiling fan in the living room that day and did some other chores around the house. So, but I got my 30 minutes. Otherwise, I remember that day it would have been 5. I remember that 25-minute session I did to get to 30. Hey, I did it. Now, if I practice over 2 hours, I get an orange background. Let me put this in. For some reason, I have to type it in each time I want to do it. 1 hour 59. See? And now, if I go over 2 hours, I'll get that. Haven't reached that yet. Someday that may become common as I learn to improvise and just want to practice for the heck of it. But anyway, so what this does, this really motivates me to get to the next level, the 30-minute level, the hour level, the hour and a half level, and so forth. Now, I'm retired. I have time. I don't have any money, but by golly, I have time. So you might not have much time during the day. What if your goal is to do just, say, 10 minutes every day? Well, you can perhaps you can set a 1-minute goal where this is going to be broken. You have to get 1 minute, and you can do 1 minute no matter what's going on. I would certainly think, unless it's some dire emergency. And then you can set it for 10 minutes to get rid of the broken border. You can maybe make a 20-minute goal to get the underlining and so forth. You might be at 16 minutes one day and say, "Oh, let me do 4 more minutes and I'll get the blue underline," whatever it might be. So that's something you can do for no matter what your situation is. I've also considered calculating the total time for the week. Say Sunday to Saturday midnight. I could see it being 10:30 Saturday night, and I've got, if I get 10 more minutes, I'll have 10 hours for the week. And I'd do a 10-minute session or a couple of 5s, split apart, a few minutes apart, whatever it might be, and get it. I could see that happening. Now, I don't know if anyone would find this useful. I can upload a blank copy if anyone wants it. And by the way, also for all this formatting and such, I've got instructions here, and for doing all this conditional formatting. So anyway, one thing about this, anybody has any suggestions for improvement, that'd be appreciated. Maybe you have some different ideas. So, but anyway, I hope this would maybe help somebody. That's why I'm putting this video out, and we'll take it from there, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I think I'm done. So let me stop recording. Have a good day and keep practicing.